Hello and welcome. In this video, we will cover 2, 3, and 4 variables K-maps, 5 variables Karnaugh map to follow. The idea here is to use the largest blocks of adjacent 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. terms to reduce each block to one term. We start with 2 variables. The table is arranged in this fashion, in this way. You put x and x bar here, you put y and y bar here, and then you fill up the terms. You map the terms. So here's an example, xy plus xy bar. So we map it. Xy is here. XY bar is here. And now we need to make some blocks of 1, 2, 4. Here the only way to do it is to take the two of them together like that. So when you do it this way, here you have x. Here it's as if y cancels y bar. So the answer will be x. So we mapped it and grouped these two terms here, this one and this one. We group these two. So now you see from the left here, x up, y bar, y and y bar, like they disappear, you get x. Another example, xy plus x bar y. So xy is here, x bar y is here. And now you see you have to take these two together. In this case, x bar cancel, you get a y. Answer will be y. Okay, mapped, grouped, the answer is y. Now it's your turn. Every time you see this icon here, you pause the video and solve the problem and then come back and check your answer. So now here, xy is here, xy bar, x bar y. So now we need to do the largest grouping. Now, in order to reduce this, this term here, you have to take it with this. So you have to take these two. And in order to reduce this term, you have to take it with this. Then you have y, and the red is x plus y. Mapped it. The blue is x, the green is y. Your turn. Okay, here let's fill up the table. You have xy. It's good practice here to check here which term you took. xy bar, x bar y, x bar y bar. Now, if you take these two and these two, it's not wrong, but you will not get the simplest form. So now you have this option of taking these 4 together. So if you take the 4 together, the answer will be 1 if you are dealing with Boolean expression. It will be true, T, if you are dealing with logical expression. Your turn. Okay, xy is here, x bar, y bar. And you see here, you can't really do anything about it. Each term has to stay by itself. This has to stay by itself. This has to stay by itself. So there's no reduction. Nothing. No reduction. 3 variables. Now, this is very important. Look at the table here. We put x bar here, like in the previous case. Now here, look, y, z bar, y bar, z bar, y bar, z. Now this order here is very crucial, very important. Otherwise, it won't work. So you have to have only change in only one of the variable between any of these two terms. Look here, only z changed. Here, only y changed, see? Here, only z changed. Now, one thing to notice that between the first and the last, only y changed. It's as if this is wrapped around. Okay, and we will see an application of that. So very important to keep this order like this, don't change it. Here's an example, x, y, z. X, y, z, right there. X, y, z bar. X, y, z bar. X bar, y bar, z bar. X bar, y bar, z bar, right there. X bar, y bar, z. Now, when you see, look at this here. First of all, look at the terms that you must really group with something else. This, there's only one way to reduce this is to group it with this. So we already covered these two. Here, this one, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. So, and then, so once you cover all these, we're done. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So we do that. Okay, look at the green now. The green is coming from X bar. On top here, Z and Z bar are gone. So X bar, Y bar, the green. Look at the blue here. X, X. On top, Z and Z bar cancel, Y. X, Y plus X bar, Y bar. Another example, X, Y, Z. Again, check this, what you're doing. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z bar, X, Y, Z bar. This way you know you did not forget any of these terms. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z bar. X bar, Y, Z bar. X bar, Y bar, Z bar. X bar, Y bar, Z bar. X bar, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z here. Okay, so now some student will make a mistake. They will take these 4 and they will take these 2. You get an answer, but it's not the simplest answer. So what you need to do here, so you have to take, there's no option for you. You have to take these 4, these 4, and these 4. Okay, look at that here now. All right. Okay, the green, X bar, all of this, they cancel each other's. You have X bar. Look at the blue. From the left, X cancels X bar. On top, you have Y. So the answer will be Y plus X bar. Another example, X, Y, Z. X, Y bar, Z. X, Y bar, Z. X, Y bar, Z here. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z. Okay, now this is a situation where some students get confused about it. You might think of taking these 2 and these 2 alone, these 2 alone. you get an answer, but it's not the simplest answer that you can get to. Now you need to take these four together as if these two are neighbors. See, these two are neighbors. They change in only one variable, see? So you have to take these four together. Mapped. These four together. And here I made the drawing. Look at this here. X, Y, Z, Y, Z. Y, Z bar, Y, Z bar. Y bar, Z bar, Y bar, Z bar. Y bar, Z, Y bar, Z. See, they're neighbors. They're neighbors. That's why you take these four together. From the left, X and X bar disappear, cancel. The top, you get Z. You get Z as an answer. Your turn. Okay, so Y, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z bar. X, Y, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z. X, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z. Okay, now when you do that, you look at it. Okay, this term here, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. So that's a must choice. So you have no option. You have to take these two together. This one here, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. So again, you have to take these two together. Now, this one here, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. Okay? So once you do that, then you're just gonna write the terms. Okay? All right, look at the blue now. The blue, X cancels X bar, you get YZ. Look at this orange. You get X from here, and the top, you get Y, it's XY. Look at the green from here and here. You get X, and then the top, get Z, XZ, the green. Your turn. Okay, let's see if you got it right. X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z bar. X, Y, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z. X, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z. Okay, so we mapped it. Obviously now you have to take these four and you have to take these four. Okay, so the green, all these cancel each other, you get an X. The blue, X and X bar cancel, you get from the top, you get Z. Your turn. Okay, let's see if you got it. X, Y, Z. X, Y bar, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z bar. X, Y bar, Z. X, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y, Z bar. X bar, Y, Z bar. X bar, Y bar, Z. X bar, Y bar, Z. Now, when you look at that, before you decide which blocks you need to take, look at the must terms. This one here, there's no way you can reduce it. It has to stay by itself. So this has to stay by itself, no doubt about it. Now, this one, the only way to reduce it is really to take it with this. So you have to take these two. This one, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. Now I'm left with this. The only way to reduce it is to take it with this. Okay, so let's see how this is done. All right, so the black, this one here, by itself, so that X bar, Y, Z bar, X bar, Y, Z bar is done. Look at the yellow, X and X bar cancels, you get Y bar Z, Y bar Z. Look at the blue, this and this. X from here, and the top you have Z, XZ, the blue. Look at the green, these two together. You have X from here, and the top you have Y bar, Y bar. Your turn. Okay, let's see if you got it. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar, X, Y bar, Z, X, Y bar, Z, X bar, Y, Z, X bar, Y, Z bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar, X bar, Y bar, Z, and then obviously you take all of them together, and your answer will be 1 if this is a Boolean expression, and T if it's a logical expression. Your turn. Okay, let's see what happens here. X, Y, Z bar, X, Y, Z bar, X, Y bar, Z, X, Y bar, Z, X bar, Y, Z, X bar, Y, Z, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. You see here, there is no possible reduction at all. It will stay as is. No changes. E cannot be reduced. Sometimes the question is, can we have more than one answer? Yes. Here's an example where these two are grouped. But this term here can be grouped with this or can be grouped with this. If you group it with this, you get this answer. If you group it with this, you get this answer. And both are equivalent. They both are equivalent. Okay, now we're going to deal with 4 variables. Again, pay attention to this arrangement. YZ, YZ bar, Y bar, Z bar, Y bar, Z. Here, WX, WX bar, W bar, X bar, W bar, X. This order is a must. So we are dealing with W, X, Y, Z. These are my variables, okay? So always change in only one variable, only one variable. From here to here, one variable. From here to here, one variable, okay? So now I'm not going to give you the expressions. I'm going to have it already mapped, but we know what we mean when you have a star here. This means that blue one here is coming from W, X, Y, Z bar, W, X, Y, Z bar. This green here, this star here coming from W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. This red here from W, X bar, Y, Z. So we know how to identify those terms. Okay, it's your term. The same concept, largest blocks. Okay, so obviously, I think you probably got it. You take all these together. And what happened, all of these, they cancel. On top, you get only Z bar. Okay? You get only Z bar. Your turn. Let's see if you got it right. Now, you can take this 8 and this 4, but you will not get the most simplest form. You have to do something else, okay? So this 4 can be taken this way. Now we have the most reduced form. See, the blue, look at the blue now, the blue. On the left here, all of this disappear. On top, you get Z bar. Look at the green, all of this disappear. On top, you get Y. So Y plus Z bar. Your turn. Okay, let's see if you got it right. So now here, so you might be tempted to take these four and then these two and these two. You don't get really the largest blocks. Now, look, first, excuse me. These two, the best choice to do that is to group them with this. So you have this four together. And these two, you group them with this, you have these four together. And then you grouped everybody. So everything, you don't add any more blocks. Once they're all covered, you don't add any more blocks. So the blue, look at the blue now. From here, you get W, see? X and X bar cancels. From here, you get Z bar, W Z bar. Look at the green here. From here, X and X bar cancels, you get W bar. From the top, you get Y. So that's your answer, the most reduced form. So remember here you have 8 terms total and you reduce them to only these 2 terms. Your turn. Okay, I guess now you're experienced. You can see exactly what to do. You have to take these eight together. Now don't take these 4 because you're not getting the best answer. So now you can take these 4, these 8s, and you're done. You see, the green, what happened to the green? All of this cancel. On top you have Z bar. Look at the blue. From here you have W. The top, all of these are gone. So W plus Z bar. Your turn. Okay, let's see if you got it right. Now, you see here, this term here has to stay by itself. This term, the only way to reduce it is to take it with this. So let's do that. Now, those terms here, you can get all these 4 together, all these 4 together. Now, here, if you take these 2 together like that, you will not get the best answer, the simplest answer. You can group these 2 with these 2, okay? So you can group these 2 with these 2. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's see. The black, this one here is W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar, like there. At the green, look at the green. All of this cancels, you have YZ, YZ. Look at the yellow, yellow. From here you have W bar X. And then the top, Y. Look at the blue now, the blue. Here you have W, and top you have Z, WZ. Your turn. Okay, now here you have to take those 8 together. And so when you take these 8 together, the answer will be X. Because from here, W bar cancels. From the top, you get WX and W bar X, and the top, all of those are cancelled. So you get the answer will be X. These 2 here, W cancel W, your answer will be X. Your turn. Okay, now it's obvious. Now you take these 4 together. Okay. When you take these 4 together, you get the answer will be YZ. Between these 2 here, XZ, sorry, XZ. Between these 2 here, you get an X. Between these 2 here, you get a Z. So you get XZ. And that's the end. Shortly, I will be producing the 5 variables Karnaugh map. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. and see you later.